Alright, I think we're good. Always want to make sure, you know. Okay, right, so I gotta do a couple things. Welcome. How you guys doing? Let's see if that's the one. That looks right. Over here. What is it? Streamer mode. Okay. Let's go back here to here. Okay. I think we're good. Okay. How you guys doing? As I bring myself in. There we go. So how you guys doing? It feels like I'm coming home. It's like I'm using Flash again. It feels very nice and very comforting to get back to using Flash. So but yeah. I'm gonna try and do the 6 fan art thing. We'll see if this works out. So yeah. I don't know where to really begin. So, how you guys doing? So, yeah, if you haven't known what's been going on the last month, is I was trying to learn Toon Boom. So that was a month-long struggle trying to get that to going. Worked out pretty good near the end. I know the last stream worked out pretty good, but the some of the other ones didn't work out too well. So that's why it's like it feels good to like get back to here, where it's like I can actually do things and know exactly where everything is. Kind of a feeling where I'm using a different software. You don't care about that. Okay. Okay. Side stars, getting food. Hi sprinkles, and I cookie. Great. Okay. Everyone a phone. That's fine. Yeah. Say sprinkles for fan character. Cool. So let me just preface as well that I've already have 6 characters already lined up. I did this already on Twitter, so I've already kind of got meta here, but I've already got 6 suggestions, so I'll be plugging those in. So unfortunately, yeah, I didn't. I was expecting to only get like 5 or so, but now it's like, well, now there's actually 6. So it does say somewhere that there was like 7 comments, but I've only seen 6. So I don't know where that's coming from. But yeah, I don't know why I didn't plug these in yet. Kind of just got this template and probably just don't really need this anymore. That's irrelevant. So now space this out a little better, and then I'll get the character names in. So I'll do it about a name, probably the ones that they probably put them in. So I already have all the characters in, at least just the names. I don't know if I'll get the all of them here. Probably should have done this first, but that's all right. So we'll see. Maybe once I get these all in, I can do. What was it? Who did it first? Can't see who did it first, but I'll do Wally. So capital E there. And I'll probably clean this up as well. So I probably should have done this first. So sorry about that. Oh boy. Oh, you commented your account is private. Interesting. So maybe that was it then. So Vion. What was your thing then, Cookie? What was your character? Whatever you wanted to do. Sora. KH3. And then Sweetie Belle. Yeah, I probably should have done this earlier. Sorry. I was too busy on everything else going on. Okay. Not that one. Gordon. So this is all random by you guys who are on my Twitter to figure this out. So thank you for that. Really can't do this without you. So thank you. So okay, I think we're good. And then we'll just figure out which one to do first and go from there. So yeah. Oh, the chat's broken? I wasn't looking at it. Let me fix that first. So if I can get rid of it and then bring it back. Maybe that works? If it doesn't, we'll see. Headed from Drawn to Life. I'm not familiar with that either. Let me see. Because I could flip one of these out for yours. Oh, interesting. Oh, Drawn to Life. That was that a cartoon? What is this? Why does it look like that? Drawn to Life looks like that's Scribblenauts, but not the Scribblenauts one. What is that? Huh. That's cool. Okay. Should we... Maybe weird to vote to say, like, which one should we not do? What should we do? Okay. Yeah, I'm getting slightly... Trying to get everything settled before we really just jump into it. So sorry about that. Okay. Oh, what was that? Is there... yeah. Okay. Well, I'm still looking on the other screen to look up what Drawn to Life was. It looks familiar, and I'm trying to figure out what it is. Is that what it actually is? Is that the whole series? Is Drawn to Life? That sounds like a European name for it. Maybe. Okay. Regardless. Okay. I could do more. I mean, I could just do another page and then we can add more characters into it. Or I could just say, like, oh, let's just do these and then go from there. Probably. To respect these people. And then we could do another one after this. And then we'll use all your... Probably do, like, this would probably... do, yeah, okay. I'm figuring out the rules as I go along. Where I could do these as the Twitter version. And then just do those, and then maybe we can do a YouTube or YouTube chat one, and then do that as well. So probably do this one first. Yeah. Yeah, because I know that eventually people will, yeah, keep commenting more characters as well, as we got like pushing. So, we'll always have more characters. So, but yeah, I think I should probably just go with these ones, and then go from there. Yeah. So, okay. I think that'll work. I somewhat, know what I'm doing right now. At least it's a little bit easier and less demanding to figure out how to do this than trying to learn Toon Boom at the same time. So, okay. So I got off on that. We'll just do these. And then we'll, yeah. If we do this again, then we'll, I'll definitely try to get more of you guys in the YouTube chat. Get your guys' suggestions in as the next thing. Wish I could spell. At. I can't do a at symbol. Okay. At. Okay. Let's click that and that and sorry, I gotta set this all up. There we go. Okay. Good start. Here we go. So yeah, I think I'll just probably figure this out here, and then needs to be a bunch of characters, and then I'll probably just do that. So we could just do it in this order, or we can maybe vote to see like which one you would like to see first. We can do that, or I can roll a 6-sided die, and then we can figure out who to do first. I can't read it. Get a little bigger for you. So. We got Steve from Borderlands, Wally, Sylveon, Sora from Kingdom Hearts 3 specifically, Sweetie Belle, and Gordon Freeman. Vote now who you'd like to see drawn first, and then we'll eventually do all of them, but just for now we can see which ones you liked first. If one of them is sticking out more that you wanted to see it now, kind of a thing, maybe. Otherwise, first person who like comments something will probably get a good good chance that they'll get it first. Be seen more. Just add some kind of stuff into you guys, so you guys can do something. Really, okay. I like cats. Freeman. Yoshi Greenwater. Oh, cool. That's cool. I like a little lizard guy. Yeah. Agreement. Okay. Thank you for that. Gotta get a random one seed from you guys. Okay. Well, I could cheat with Gordon, where, if we're gonna go with that, I'm okay with doing that first. Let's do that. Where it could... Whoa. Let me press all the fun buttons there. I don't even know how I did that. Okay. Let's do Yoshi. Yeah. Yoshi's like a, you know, dragon dinosaur, so that's pretty close. You got it. But I was saying, like, I could cheat with just, like, Gordon and say, like, oh, he's got the stick, and then that's it, you know? Does that be, like, the first-person version of him? And he could, like, have another hand here, and then that's the whole character? I was thinking of doing that, but whether we want it to be actual character or not, like a bust, like a torso up, we can do that, too. Probably not that. The other thing I was also thinking is that it could be, I could try and ponify these characters. I don't know if that would be interesting, but some of these, you know, like Sweetie Belle would be hard to ponify, but others, you know, like Sora, I think I've done a Kingdom Hearts, or a pony version of Sora. We could do something like that, or do it down and just be like a general, like, if they're a human character, draw them as a human. Not sure what kind of direction really to go with that. You can tell I've thought of all this, all the possibilities beforehand. I'm already okay. Yeah, why not leave that option on the table? It could be. Yeah. Because otherwise I can just use my pony base and then put some hair on it and then say like, hey, kind of looks like them, rather than trying to draw them normally. Yeah. The whole thing is that this is a challenge, really. It's more like a challenge than an art thing, where how to draw them as, at least for me, like, yeah, I don't really draw them as actual characters more than horses that sometimes wiggle around. Yeah. I could draw them in the Paper Mario style as well. Or I can draw them, yeah, okay. Iron Tail and Mario? Is that funny? Yeah. Or I think my initial thought was to do them in the chibi style, where like they have, if I draw like a face or something, then they have like the button eyes. And then these are filled in. Whoa, that's too filled in. Blech. Blech. And then if this was another character, then it would be this kind of a style, I guess. But I have just like big pupils, you know. It's really sketchy. But you get the idea that it's if this was a pony, that'd be like that kind of a style, but like applied to maybe a human type face. Let's see where that goes. Otherwise, that kind of fits us as well. But it won't have outlines as well, so I'll have to make a sketch layer and then vector lines, or just remove the brush strokes. Which, if I move the brush strokes here, then everything will disappear. Just thinking aloud for a lot of this, but it's like I had to think about it as well. So I can just put this here and go done. There we go. Yeah. So yeah, so probably just do maybe like very basic sketches and get going on that. I probably waste too much time getting this going. I don't actually know what Gordon looks like. So let me get a tab for that. Gordon. Okay. Should go with like Half-Life 2. That's a little bit more defined than Half-Life 1. Like when he's a... Oh, the action figures. Action figures are cool. It's sometimes like looking at action figures because then they seem like real, but also like still like have that personality still to them. Where they have realistic lighting, not more than, you know, like video game lighting. Okay. I love overthinking it though. That's a guy. Okay, yeah. Let me just get a good picture here. And I'll be able to do that. Okay. Yeah, I got it. His face is only on the cover. Oh yeah. Yeah, you never see it. Oh, do you ever see him like in reflections? Like in Twilight Princess, whenever you're like a dog or something, like you see him as like a human Link shadow or something like that. Or no, it's Midna. When, yeah, if you're like in the overworld where you have a wolf and then you can still see Midna's shadow, but like Midna's not on your back. Something like that. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, I just want to get all that out of the way before I get too afraid with this. Okay. Let's make that a symbol. Gourd on. Okay. And then delete it. Here we go. Now I can have infinite layers inside of here. It's a completely different timeline now. Okay. Okay. We'll just do something, I guess, where he's just like pretty big, I guess, but he's like has this maybe like a forward, maybe. Before we're looking down, kind of a thing, I guess. Or then this will be his head, kind of a thing. Let's get to sketch it out just real loose. Not thinking about anything right now. But like this would just be his general picture, I guess, and then we'll just figure it out from here, kind of a thing. It's got short shoulders. I don't really do like humans like really much at all, so this would be like pretty interesting to like try and do something like this. But yeah, try to get just this like general picture of whatever this is. Man. Okay, see ya. You just start with like something real simple and then try to start sculpting it, you know? Try to get more defined lines out of this. Let's try to make him like look probably like the Half-Life 2 cover. That's what I'm looking at. Okay. Because as I keep going, then I'll be able to add more details like every time, you know? Make its glasses be here. And then just kind of leave it like that. Not sure how realistic I want to go, but probably just as realistic as I'll probably be able to. You know? Let's see. Yeah, I've told that story that I've only like played the demo of like smirk. I only played like the demo of Half-Life 2. I never really played it much more than that, so my knowledge of any of this is like non-existent pretty much, so apologize for that I'm not able to really get into this character much more than like, oh, this is what I'm seeing here and just try to replicate it kind of a thing. So try to get some kind of sense out of here, and he's got this thing that I'm seeing here. So just adding like small details and going, whoop, that's a circle, and then moving on to get more slightly less loose as I keep going, kind of a thing. I feel like that helps, especially these kind of portraits kind of thing, and they help more. Just keep adding on rather than trying to make it perfect the first time, you know. It's like, oh, I could make the eyes now, but it's just like, it's not really worth it. As we're at this kind of weird sketchy stage where now it just kind of looks like this, and it's like, oh, it's kind of starting to take shape already, kind of a thing. So I could probably just keep drawing this over and over, and then eventually it'll just come into being, you know. Kind of thing, rather than trying to make it perfect the first time. I'll just do this probably one more time. Or now, we zoom in a little bit, and then start making it look a little better. just adding more finer details, like when I'm seeing more carefully. Yeah. Here's a face, but no voice. Yeah, I was gonna ask, like, somebody's like, you know, for like the other ones where like they don't really, or the ones where I don't really know the character too well with somebody's. Like I never played Borderlands, or I played Nintendo games, so it's just like give me a break, you know, with somebody instead. Just like I don't know, do these outsourcing like fan things. You're gonna get some weird things going on. Things I never expect, you know. So that's kind of a challenge. Let's make them nice and bubbly eyes. Always get to look real cute. It's got this nice dad face. It's like, I gotta get that guy, you know. I can make his goatee look like the little logos on his thing. Probably not put any like pupils in or irises. They kind of like act as the same thing, so I'm not too worried about that. Move this ear down a little bit. Yeah. It's like Doom guy, of course. Another thing I've never played. That's okay. Animal Crossing is great. I want to talk about that. My island is really shining up. It's pretty great. Yeah. Yeah, it's alright. I know eventually, you know, if I become like a professional or real artist or whatever you want to call it, no, I'll have to draw some stuff like this, but it's just like right now it's just like I want to not focus on this kind of stuff. It's fine. I don't know what's going on here. Let's do this and then kind of jimmy that back, kind of a thing. It's got a really nice mouth. More cartoony the better with this. I think it's good. Probably just wait it out. Probably just draw it anyway. So, not too worried about that. It's got big shoulder things. Okay. See ya, Cookie. Thanks for dropping. Bye. As I struggle with this. It's going pretty good. A little bit better than what I imagined it would be, so not too worried about that. Get rid of this line. Okay. So as we see, like now I got, you know, through using all these different bases and stuff, I'm able to see. It's like sculpting, but like without knowing what really you're doing at the moment. But just like using the general techniques. And it's like, oh, I can make it now a nice circle and go, well, now I know exactly where it is. So I can see if I can get these angles right. Kind of a thing. I mean, you guys would probably know better than me if it looks right or not. That's pretty good. I'll go with that. Yeah. Never mind that. And there we go. It's not too bad. It's not perfect either, but it's just like that's fine for what with my skill level, I guess. And it's like none of this anatomy is right. I was like, that's fine. So after this, I can actually do another layer on top of it, and then start making it into a nice puppet or something. That was another thing. I could make it an actual puppet and then also make it riggable, or just rig it, and then I could animate it? I don't know. Probably want to move this shoulder over a little bit, make it a little bit wider. Take its face and then down. Ooh. That's the perspective tool. Probably not gonna be able to see all of these, but it's like, yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. So now I can use the pen tool, which will let me make lines. Let's see. Let's make it a different color so maybe I can see it. Caps. That's good. Okay. Here we go. So now I can like very carefully make these different types of linear lines. Connect that. And then I can make these different angles like this. And then see exactly where I want these lines to be and live. It's like Bob Ross. It's like, oh, maybe there's a nice little line here. Maybe, you know, I gotta get the little hairline that connects right there. Ooh, maybe hair curve, you know, is at this kind of an adjacent angle of an obtuse, you know, kind of a degree there. Probably just do this as one layer. Might come back to bit me, or at least bite me that I'm trying to do it on one layer, but usually I probably would want to do this as several layers. Oh boy. Lambita? Is that this thing? Looks like a high heel. Huh. Yeah. Never noticed that. Maybe because I never looked at it just like regularly. I did play Portal in Portal 2. I mean, they're arguably like the same somewhat level of violence. That's like kind of turns me off a little bit. But it's like, it's still like, oh, well, no, you know, it's the robot shooting at me. Haha, that's funny. It's because they talk funny, you know, they're making jokes at me and everything. So it's like, haha, we can all laugh at that. I'd make it a new layer just to do it. So I could do the face as a separate layer. Because, you know, with the glasses, I might have to have different layers as well. Lambda. Okay, thank you. I'm slightly dyslexic, so that's fine. Especially when it's really small. It's hard to really see it. Between a B and a D. Lambda. Some of this might have to have lines, but I'm used to that. Get a little smirk. There you go. Did I ever smirk? Well, I guess he never really had a face to begin with. Or he never really saw his face, really. He doesn't have a thing like this, does he? It's actually a mustache that then goes around. So this doesn't connect. So this goes around and then somehow transforms into... How does that do? So it's actually a mustache. Let's get rid of this, actually. So it's a mustache that then also connects into a beard thing that goes down like that. But then it also goes up and then down. This is the bottom of the mustache, and then it goes up into the nose and then down. But then that doesn't connect, because then this goes down and into here. Whoa, okay. Which means there's not really a... There is a line here, but then there has to be a second one between there. Okay. Yeah, the goatee is just this part down here. Let's make it simpler. Let's get rid of all this and then redo it. Just make sure I'm doing it right. Let's connect there to there and then make a mustache, I guess. Kind of a thing. Okay. So this this will connect to here and then could extend a little bit more. Okay. We got this. Let's make this a little higher up. Okay. And then we'll just have the weird mustache thing. Yeah. Okay. Is that even... That's what we got so far. Probably longer, maybe? Let's see. Maybe this can go up more. Let's see. This is why we do it on multiple layers. Just so I can see sort of what I'm doing here. Sure, it's fine. It's gonna be okay. I don't know what happened here. That's a little accent going on here. It's gonna be really vectory. Oops. Go see his beard and mustache. Oh, okay. Well, I can still connect them. If that's the case. Where I can do... shorten this. And then... how's this work? This has to go into here. And then this plugs into here. And then makes that shape. And then do the opposite. Where this goes into here. And then these connect through there. Okay. Maybe. What do I got? Let's see. Some of these aren't connecting, or I'm doing probably going too quick. I think with the thick lines I'm not able to see if they're actually connecting the lines. So that's probably a problem too. Here we go. And then we just kind of curve these out maybe. Does that work? Does that look even remotely close? So that's what I'm gonna go with. And he's got the face. Okay. And I'll probably have something like that. Am I doing good? Okay, here's his eyes again. Let's get these nice going. Eyeballs, get the eyeballs in. Excuse me, the scleras. Scleras are the white parts of the eyes. They're what you see that aren't the pupil. I guess scleras will like also go around the whole face, I guess. No, just the eyeball. Get duplicated, just be tricky with that. And a little lower. Could also be tricky to have a masked eyeball in there for a pupil. So you could have a circle that's inside. And it's like looking at you. And two crossy-eyed. Yeah, it could be looking over maybe, or it could be looking at something over there. Let's see. And then we just have sclera. That says that, and then eyeballs should be, let's see, so we take these out, just probably figured it out later. I think that should be fine for now. Okay, and then let's get eyebrows can also be here. Okay, we're doing good actually. This is fine. Okay. Let's get the glasses going. And then the rest of it should just be regular, boring bits here. But yeah. Faces typically, you know, take longer. So, not too worried about that. That's usually what you look at, you know, usually. Would be faces and eyeballs. So, as long as those look decent, I'll be happy with that. This is like Gordon like when he was a freshman or something. Just looks all weird and young. Okay. I think that's pretty good for the face. I could probably just come back to it later. But yeah, so let's get the rest of the body going. Let's get rid of all this that we did, and then let's get some body stuff going on. Okay, so let's get the neck. I know it'll be underneath the skull, so I'm not worried about getting this perfectly lined up, so I'll just get it to be decently lined up. Usually I'm probably making, I don't know if I said we. I would usually just make it a nub. So, could make this a full nub in case I need to rotate his head for whatever reason. And be like, oh, well, if I put it like, you know, where the head is, then it'd be hard to if you rotate the head and if the neck was really only where you see it there, then it won't really work. Let's just get this, probably it's just like 1 unit maybe. Okay. That's fine, sparkles. So this will be there. Probably just follow my lines would probably be easiest. Because otherwise I'll have to like restructure everything. I know I was able to do it a little bit easier with the goatee just because that was a little bit simpler to figure out. You know, small details like that. Especially because I didn't really have a fixed plan really with that. So I'll just quickly knock this whole shape out. And then just carefully, you know, as I go, I like would see like, oh, well, maybe this curve isn't perfect, so I'll just, you know, now do it a little nicer or try to find out where things are slowly slipping. And then try to also change proportions. So it's like doing it like a final draft, but it's like you're kind of getting a little bit closer to hopefully what you want. So maybe make this shoulder thing a little bit shorter or curve it or something. And then this will go up. Graduated from MIT. Oh, cool. Is that a canon thing? Is that a real thing from him? Is that part of his wiki? Let's see. Let's keep going with this. Try out maybe some more depth to things. See if there's any other things to be filled out here. Close it up because I know that'll not be seen because I'll mask it so you don't see the bottom. But it has to have a bottom so it can be filled in like that. Find more perspective things, sort of. But it's still gonna basically look like what I drew before, but it's gonna be more mathematically sound, I guess. So yeah. Man from Seattle. Oh, cool. Cool. Yeah, because Valve, I know, made the game, is also from Seattle. So I've been to their headquarters, or at least their Digipin headquarters, which I guess Digipin is like the learning place. Man, I'm good. It was like I done Digipin, which is like a learning educational thing, which is in Kirkland, Washington. So I was like real close. So I did that a couple times. That's where I did the 3D short animations that I've done. Just for like learning. So nothing really, you know, didn't really come out with like one of those student films, you know, like 8-minute, nothing like that. It was just like a 1 minute, 30-second, really at most, kind of a thing. But everyone like made a short cartoon in 3D. It was like a summer class, taught by a couple guys. They were really good. They definitely knew what they were talking about. But yeah. So what I've seen from like the behind the scenes of Valve stuff is it doesn't really seem like the exact same offices, but it just seemed like a back, you know, computer lab, you know, in school kind of a thing. If your school was cool. There we go. It's fine. I think it's probably the hair. Let's see if I can jimmy the hair somewhere. I'm gonna try to figure out like maybe it's too big. Maybe we can lower this down. Get rid of that. That's closer, I think. Let's not do that. It's having mistakes, and then there's just actual mistakes. So that's trying to get going on here. We pretty much got it, and then I just have to color this in and see if there's any more finer tweaks like this, which I'm not sure what's really going on there. So yeah, I'll have to find out and dig up. Like, I'm pretty sure I still have my final thesis or whatever, my final animation from that class, where I did it on a magnetic monkey, a monkey magnet. There we go. There we go. That's something? Okay. Let's find it. Let's find a sketch. Where'd I go? Deleting a line on its left arm. There's one. Let's see. Bop. Hope that was it. You're right. You're right. Okay. Don't need these, but they'll also be invisible. Okay. Yep, great. Okay. Perfect. Let's get the glasses. I could make this into a fill, or I can color this in, and then... Might be trickier, but because of the shape of it, it should be easy. So I could have the fill be the gray color, maybe. Let's get the color. Coloring will be easier if it's here, at least for me. Sort of black glasses, but I could jimmy that a little bit over there. I jimmy things a lot, but they don't really jimmy too much out of proportion. Yeah, make sure your jimmies aren't affecting things in a negative way. Then, you know, if it's right, if it looks right before, then don't really jimmy it. So probably gonna go back. Okay, so these glasses, and then I can make them like probably like a white, and then make it like 20% fill. It has a fill, but you can't see it because it's nearly invisible. There he is. Aww. Okay. Let's get to here, and then see small tweaks here and here. Make this less polygonish, polygonical, I guess. Let's get on there. Yeah. If it's not broken, don't need to fix it. That's pretty good. Yeah. So some like here, like, oh, well, maybe this angle can be more smooth, just to make it look a little more decent to look at. And then, it's got like an MS Paint, where you want to make things look a little bit less pixelated. I don't know if that's really possible, but it's just like, if there's a way to make it look at least better just by like doing small things like that, then yeah, go ahead and spend the time to like do these small things. Make sure that every curve or so looks a little better. If it just needs like one little tug to make it look better. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and just make it a fill. So the difference between a line and a fill is that this line, if I do here, you can see hopefully that there's 2 points. So there's a point here and a point here. If I curve it, then it just moves both, you know, the whole object really back and forth. But if I break it apart, expand to fill, and then click it, now there's 4 points for every corner here. And if I try to move it over, it'll move each individual part like that. So what I've done is I've done that to expand the fill. So that means that now, what I can't do before is now possible. Now I can make these sharper, pointy shapes here, while if it was a line, I wouldn't be able to make that at all. It wouldn't let me. So now I'm able to make it even more, a little bit more expression kind of a thing here. Take all these weird parts that are here, and then I think the nose disappeared, so that's not good. Probably want to go back and then see what happened. Give me back my nose. I did that a while ago. Okay, how you doing? There's my nose. Okay, so probably want to figure out like probably that point. Let's get that going there. Okay. So I can just take these two and then just kind of do it slowly again. Just make sure that everything's going good. I am noticing that some of the things that are like, oh, Toon Boom has better quality of life stuff. It's like, oh, I'm actually noticing that. So I was like, oh, well, all the times like I dissed Toon Boom, it was like actually like letting me go with some stuff, or like letting me do interesting things. Or just the quality of life of like, well, you know, we'll make it so that you don't have to think about it, or make it easy for you. And it's just like, oh yeah, I forgot that Flash actually isn't very good at some of this. Or like this little like glitch in places like what I just did with that, where the nose basically disappeared for no real reason. So, okay. Go into each layer. What's his eye color? What's his eye color? Eye color. Is it... I don't know. Is it green? Looks greeny. Ooh, cool, I got a Trojan. Don't go there. Okay. Let's go green. There you go. I like making like a... like the everything like when I... my color palette is mostly in the upper line here. So everything's very pastel. Almost forgot the word. There we go. Got it. Okay. There we go. Okay. So that should work with the eyes. Alright. Okay. Let's get rid of that. Okay. What do we got so far? There we go. Oh dear. Okay. This is looking great. Where'd it go? Oh, it's up here. Okay. Never mind. Okay. It's probably here. It's probably broken. Not replying star because I don't know what it is. Okay. This probably should be flatter. Let's get rid of that, and then I can do that. Get these interesting shapes instead. Okay. Don't need that, but I can give them more by that shape. There we go. That works. And then flatten it. Could make it more cartoony in some way, and then have an actual outline for everything, but it's, I don't know, it's not exactly my style. It's a style that I would like to use. Probably just start coloring things, and even though I don't have the body done, there's something's wrong here, and then I won't be able to fix it. Let's add more texture, maybe just make it have more stuff going on with this. More things to color and add more shade and stuff. Okay. Let's add this in, and then we'll just go from here and then start coloring in. Actually doing pretty good on time, but we'll see where this goes. Where now I don't have a palette, so I just have to figure out some kind of color here. Let's make it more. That's pretty good for a start. And probably more orangey. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. Let's see. Oh, the Trojan. Yes, I totally forgot about that. He's got brownish hair, so we go to red and then make it darker here. That's pretty good. If I delete this, what do I get? I get that. So, don't want that. That's fine. It's like just connect these and then connect that and then that. Okay. Yeah, I was looking at Google Images and it was like, hey, we know that you were just literally just clicking on a Google image in Google, and we just, you know, wanted to know that we're gonna let you know that hey, psst, that website that you could possibly go to maybe it's gonna have some Trojan in it. So We're just letting you know and watching out. Haha, we saved you. So, thanks for that, I guess. But man, yeah. So that just kind of kicked in. Probably should have the skull a little bit lower. That's the glasses. Get the skull a little lower. There he is. Where's his eyeballs? There they are. Okay. And because I got rid of that, that means that that's not connected anymore. That's okay. So go back here. Let's see everything. Get rid of those. Now I can do this. Eyebrows are usually the same color as their hair. We can make it distinct by making it a little bit darker. Yeah. Okay. So. Get in there. So I color this in. Where's his mouth? His mouth's gone. That's fine. Okay. We'll just add a new mouth. Oh dear. Not to say like Toon Boom is perfect, but it's just like, oh yeah, there's a lot of little things here and there. They're like, oh man, wish I actually still was using it to be able to do some of this. Let's do white, and then could have a new color just to separate these two lines. While in Toon Boom, I realize that now I can just have a stroke color line. Let's see. So I want to get rid of this green. There we go. I'll get the sclerids right after this, and then separating this and this to make this like that, and then darkening it. Just getting more that way. Would be a nice color, contrasty. That works pretty good. Let's get rid of that, and then that, and then get this big adjust. It's like in Star Trek. It's like, whoa, set phasers to adjust. Okay. Doing good. Doing good. Doing good. Doing well. Doing great. Okay. Sclers need to actually work, please. So I can do, select both of these, copy, new layer, paste them in the same place, get the eyeballs. Eyeballs are here. So these are pupils. This is the mask. This is face. So pupils need to be there. Make these the mask. And there we go. And then glasses. Yeah, it kind of works. Yay! Alright. That's let's have that be not that color. Have the mouth needs to be maybe that color. Could be more red. That's pretty good. Okay, let's bring this up. So I always get more fracting like every time. Bleh, bleh. I always feel like I'm on. Oh yeah, I'm doing like somewhat of a time crunch with this just to get it pretty close, but it's just like, yeah, that's pretty good. I need another picture. Let's see what he look like. Okay. I don't know what side it was. It just went in. It was literally just like just Googling pictures, and it was like, well, that one's not good. So I don't know which one it was. Bop, bop. Good, good. Okay. There we go. He's pretty good. Okay. He's gonna save the world. What was that? There was like a meme that was like that, where it's like, oh, the world. Totally forgot what that was, though. And I'm not trying to think of it right now, but it's just like, that's pretty good. Just like in my subconscious of like everything that's going on here. What was it? It was just some funny voice, and it was like the world. I don't know if you're gonna be able to figure it out. Yeah, it's got a little bit of lipstick. Just make it like more red, so it's not like the same color exactly as his other stuff. But yeah. Unless the lipstick is part of the meme, which I totally won't have any idea besides that. So, can I do this, but have it be that color, please? Okay. So, let's do this. Do that. Okay. So now I got that. I don't know the other colors. His neck is actually a different color. He's got like this thing here. This actually the whole way around actually. So this and this would be that, and then this would be dark grayish. Somehow that sort of works ish. Close. Get rid of these lines. Okay. So. Okay. Let's make this the same yellowy color, but like gold, so it's more orangey and dark. And then this needs to be more orangey and dark. Let's contrast that. Too light, darken. Too dark, lighten. Okay, so the rest of it is basically that. So we'll add more detail here, probably just like cut it off there. And then that. Okay. So the rest of it is like gray blue, metallic bluey, dark bluey, not too purple. Okay. Here we go. This could be curved out a little bit more. Not too many points. That. That's tricky. Okay. I kind of add some more texture for this though. There you go. It's like it's bulging out more. Oh boy. What's that? Oh dear. Oh cool. Okay. Thanks for that. I'll have to check that out later. Because I don't have time right now. Where's the red? Red's here. Maybe I should get this going. Or not. That color. Okay. Now I have that as a thing to use. So, weird dark red color go here. Or not. Here. And then we'll figure it out. What I get is like free your mind. Is it a pun? Did I get it? Did I get the point? Okay. Not go there. And everything else you can like get darker. There. This could be connected there. Move. Nope. Nope. Blech. I think just because I have like the outlines, what's going on is that I have the outlines be very thick, and then like the points that connect, it's hard to see when there's two big thick things connecting. So it's like when they could be like actually connecting with the line itself, but like the point of them is actually here for some reason. So stuff like that happens where it's just like, ugh. Okay. Just gotta live with that now. Oh, Charles. Did I get it? Yeah, okay. Gotta make sure. Never know with this. Womp. Womp, womp. Okay. It's probably too light. Let's make everything else a little darker, maybe. That's pretty good. To make it symmetrical. It's kind of just pick random colors at this point. Just get this going. Probably darker is probably the way to go with this. With these different colors. Yeah. Okay. These are also supposed to be like somewhat metallic, I guess. Like this whole thing is like a metal Iron Man type suit, I guess. I have no clue. Yeah, I keep saying it, I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm doing. It's because I don't. I just feel bad now. So I somewhat know what I'm doing, but it's just like, it's not really coming to me right now. Trying to get this pop out, but not be too pop out, you know? It's hard to get it just right. Use this cutter and mark it a little darker. And I can probably pull the chain, pull the link, pull the line. There we go. Okay. Something happened here. Whoop. Okay. Hey. That's not too bad. There we go. Alright. So let's clean these up. Get rid of that. Like that. Okay. I'm sure there's a million other things I've missed, or it's just like it's not close. But it's like I think it's overall. How is that? We could figure this out. Maybe just play with the face a little bit more. Alright. Okay. Let's make these eyebrows. Eyebrows are actually a little bit thicker. So I'll play with this a little bit more, but I think that's about it, really. On the whole, yeah, that's about it. Okay. Hope this was fun. At least somewhat entertaining to some point, I guess. If you love Half-Life, go for it, man. It's just not for me, you know. That's what this kind of challenge is. It's just it seems, you know, just behind the fact of it being, you know, trying to get your followers to give you stuff to do at this point. But it's also to see if we can do things that random characters that you probably wouldn't draw in the first place or ever, or want to make a fan art of this guy. So I think this is like a nice little guy. I can put him up here, make him a little bigger. There we go. He's just there. Probably making it a little light, so I'd probably make his pupils a little darker. There we go. Okay. Let's go back to there. I mean, that's not the worst thing I've drawn, but it's also not, you know, exactly the best. So it's in the middle. There we go. All right. All right. I don't know where that conversation is going anymore. Okay. That's about it. It's kind of like it has its arms inward or whatever. But he's there. Let's put him back there. Okay. There we go. Yeah, there's probably like 10 million other details that I could add, but it's just like a little. It's like one of those greeting cards, like, hey, it's Mother's Day. You know, you get one of these kind of cartoons, you know? Kind of a graphic style. I don't know what exactly we call it. Yeah. Can you do Sylveon? If you mean that you want to do it, sure. Feel free to draw whatever you want. That's the whole point of this, is to have fun with art. And to get the interactivity between artists and not exactly artists. I don't know. But definitely if you want me to do it, I'll definitely have to do all of them. So there'll be something for that. Oh yeah, to reiterate, I guess, if there's no context at all, this was from, I guess it's at the bottom, the template by Lion Art. They made this like template, so they started with like 6 fan arts. So this was a trend, I think, like a couple weeks ago. That's probably why people are forgetting already. It's because the trend is already pretty much, you know, it's starting to dip. But we did the last one here. Yeah. So yeah, these were actually chosen by the Twitter people that I've done somewhere in here. Where'd it go? Yeah, if you go to my Twitter, which I think it's in the description of this, yeah, I just had the this as a had a call to action of give me 6 characters to draw fan art of, and then it was actually you guys who chose all these interesting characters. So there was no input from me to choose any of these characters. It was all you guys, or at least the 6 of you. I guess also plus Cookie, who had a little trouble with that. So, so yeah, I think that's about it. And then we'll eventually get to the other ones. Maybe do one at a time. Because I think just, as you saw, like just doing one of these takes a while. As well as just setting up the general art style or whatever we wanted to do, where we could have done Freeman as a pony, which was one of the offers, but I think this is pretty good. Yeah, basically random by you guys. So yeah, I think that's about it. I'll go to toast time and see if there's anything else we can talk about for a little bit. There it is. All right, so yeah, we'll continue with this, and so I guess next week. So yeah, all right, see ya. Welcome back. Let's see, gotta move this over there. Let me get the chat closer so I can read it. Okay. Let's see. Oh, okay. I mean, does something dictate which characters, or is it random? Oh no, yeah. I know that some people would say like, oh, give me book characters or video game characters, or some kind of maybe like a genre or like a substance sort of thing. So, so people have been doing that. I just left it up so it could be for the first time. It's like I don't want to, say like, oh, only give me certain types of these characters. So, yeah. Unfortunately, it's like half a number of characters I don't exactly, I'm 100% familiar with, but most of them have been. So, yeah. So yeah. Yes, next live stream is on Tuesday at the same time. So an hour ago, so I'd add 5-ish days and then minus 24 hours, and then I'll be live again. Bunch of toasters, little flying toasters around. So yeah, that's about it for that. So I wanted to do this like a couple weeks ago to make it more closer to when the trend was a little bit better. It's still good, but it's just like I probably want to do it as close as I can, which I guess I'm close enough at this point, so it's fine. But yeah, so I just thought I'd talk about the Toon Boom stuff that I guess just for prosperity and diary writing that that my trial has ended, so won't be able to use the essentials without getting a new computer and profile, all that, without having to pay. So yeah, draw blueprints for a Dyson Sphere 1 to 10. Oh boy, yeah, maybe next time when I do round 2. Yeah, we'll probably have to catalog all your ideas and then do a round 2 of this if this gets popular. Yeah. Which again, I'm not gonna take responsibility of this idea, or even like what even your ideas were. So, yeah, I'm just here to draw them apparently. So yeah. So thank you people who did give the suggestions for this round. We'll say that. Thank you for that. It should be fun. The only other character is that Steve is the only other one that I think I don't know really who it is. So you guys will have to probably help me with that. Like figuring out like what he is, like what kind of character he is and what kind of personality will help. Because I know like Freeman is just a blank slate, so I just kind of drew him from, just basic pose. But we can get more experimental or get more crazy with the poses and stuff as we go. So this will be fun. So I guess it'll probably take another. If I do 2 a week, then that'll be 3 weeks. We did 1 here, so yeah, probably like 2.5 weeks or so to get all these done. Well, we'll see. If I don't finish one, I'll probably finish it off stream. But yeah, you would see enough to the process that hopefully I should get further enough in the process that it shouldn't be too bad to see it. I'd probably clean up the Freeman one if I wanted to, but I think it's fine. I'll have to look at it again to see if there's any like major things to fix. At least major things that I would see, to fix. So, but yeah. Let's see. It's 1 by 1x to the 10 to 20th. Jeez, that's huge. Little cat is purring. Aw, cute. Yeah. I want to have a cat. I'm allergic to cats though. Like I sneeze whenever I get close to a cat. So, can't have a cat. Or I can't have animals with fur, I think. Maybe just cats have a lot of fur. So I'd probably get like maybe... I know there's like short hairs and like short hair cats and dogs, but I think it'd be still too risky probably. But yeah. So like, my only pet that I have is an African dwarf frog. So he's pretty easy to take care of. Like we only like feed him like once a week, but we give him a lot. He's pretty old. We had like 2 frogs, but like one of them didn't quite make it, so now we just have this one African dwarf frog that's just he just kind of hangs out. We gave him a new toy. It was like a new kind of castle for him. Like a little shell castle. A little bucket. He likes hanging inside of the it's like a tall soap dish. He kind of falls into it. It's not very active. Like he'll just kind of spasm a lot and then kind of go and then like stop and then kind of float down. So that's pretty nice. Yeah, I've had a lot of reptiles as pets. I think that's probably the fur reason. So I don't know why I'm getting off on this, but just like had some kind of a small lizard when I was a kid. Other times it was just like a little, goldfish and other types of, maybe like a bluefish or something. Oh, sick. It's your birthday? Awesome. Thanks for coming in. To hear to gloat about that. Thank you. I appreciate that. No, that's fine. Thank you. Happy birthday. Great. Oh, look at you go. You get all this stuff. Yay. But yeah. Yeah, just fish and reptiles have been mostly what I've had as pets. So, if and when the frog croaks, then I can see if we can get an axolotl. That'll be next one. My next dream pet would be. Axolotl is the salamander-ish frog that if it loses its leg, it can regrow it. I think a Pokemon that's based on Axolotl is Wooper. So a little Wooper, not really Quagsire, but mostly Wooper. That has the face antenna things, the cheek antennas. So they're really cute now. I'm thinking about it. Suppose they get pretty big, but yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like that Kirby meme where the Axolotl's going open its mouth. And it goes, ah, and then put a little sound on it. Okay. Yeah, that's about it. I'm just rambling on about pets now. So yeah, again, we'll continue with this probably over the next month or half a month, I guess. Other small things, I guess, just to keep going, is that the movie, which isn't a small thing, should be wrapping up. I hope to get it out within maybe the first week of May. I think that might be reasonable. So I'll probably need this and next week to get part 2 out. That's what I'm going for right now. But if it needs more time, then it needs more time. So I was trying to do it for maybe this Sunday, but that's definitely not going to be possible. Even if I really crunch, which I don't really feel like it's really you know, it's important, but it's like it's not important to like, you know, super crunch for to get it done. There's one more shot that's not quite done, and it's one of the more complicated ones. So we're have to add like 5 or 6 characters in, and then put them into 3D, and then animate them there. So it's, yeah, I don't know why I sent that one to be the last one, but it's just kind of happens. It's like the second to last shot in the sequence of part 2, so maybe that's why as well. It's also the one I've been it's been that shot that I've been thinking about, and the one that's not done. I've been thinking about it since like 3 or 4 years ago. It's been like the poster, like what this movie is, has been that shot. So that's why I'm like really wanted to get it good. It's been the main priority. So if it needs more time, then you know it'll need more time. Otherwise, yeah, everything else is looking pretty good. I'm told. I think last time I worked on more background elements for like outside of the train. They're inside of a train, so which you saw in the last second of the part 1. She gotta get on the train, so that's not a spoiler, hopefully. But what happens next? Ooh, kind of is. We're outside. I've added like different types of trees and different types of bushes, so just little things here that definitely sort of help, but it's like, I don't know if people would actually notice and say like, hey, wait a minute, is that the same tree 50 times that you duplicated? Which was what it originally looked like. So now I have 4 things to copy paste. So is that better? I don't know. Making things unique would be, it'd be nice, but it's just probably not time efficient enough. So I think finding the right balance is trying to figure out like, oh, maybe instead of like having 1 tree, it's like, well, maybe 2 trees work, you know. And you probably won't notice, hopefully. But maybe now will. So, oh well. That's what I'm doing. Okay, I think that's about it. And then I can probably just repeat what I've been saying over and over. So I think that's about it for that. So, yeah. Hope you guys have been doing okay. Sounds like most of you guys who've been here have been good. Stuff to go on. Oh, geez, you're right, Star. Doesn't take so long that the movie, as your style improves and constantly have to go back and redo it. I think even with like the first part, there's stuff that's like, oh, I can redo it, or like it's always that director's cut of like, well, what if there's like another scene where we just, you know, like in the mailroom, it's like, well, what if we see like a whole new shot where we just establish these 2 mail carriers for like 2 seconds, and it's like that adds nothing, but it's like maybe it'll improve the world, you know, like the world building. And I was like, oh, I could do that, you know, but yeah, that's as well as the style now. Probably get better, hopefully with Blender, Blender to 3D software. I probably would get better at it. I definitely like when I first was doing part 1, it was going pretty bad. That's the alarm. Let's see if we can figure that out. I think we got a handle on it. So don't break into my house. I got a alarm that'll go off, and then the police will be alerted. So we got a home alarm. If you can hear that. Yeah. Yeah. Once I get it like that shot done, and probably won't spend, you know, hopefully not days and days to get the cleanup of the other stuff done. Probably only take like maybe like an afternoon just to kind of like go through it and go frame by frame, just make sure that, you know, when things turn around that they're not, you know, one frame every going to its space and stuff. You know, just kind of being consistent and everything. So, but yeah, okay, I'll wrap up. So, yeah, thank you again. Hope you had fun. I know I had a weird amount of fun. I'm definitely not a human character artist, so that was the biggest struggle with that. I didn't have a clear idea of what I was doing with Gordon, so I think it's decent, but definitely not like, ooh, that looks like a person kind of a thing. So yeah, even if this will probably improve, hopefully, or learn things to do and not to do's kind of a thing. It's pretty good. Okay, thank you. Hopefully things won't fall more out of control here. We got a handle on the alarm system, so we just gotta like turn it off. We like we like locked it, and then we like it's tied to like the doors, and so our parents just opened the door and then turned it on. So that's what happened. It's okay. It would be a false alarm, but yeah, it's just us, you know, thinking that we didn't actually disarm the alarm. But anyway, okay. Make sure we get all that in. Okay. Thank you. See you next week. Trying to find button in that time. Okay, there's button. See ya. Bye bye.